Welcome back to the Avotech Show. I'm your host, Bite Steps, and thank you so much for the comments on our last video. We appreciate, man. Thank you. And let's keep in avocados as we keep healthy. Yeah. Today, we're talking about the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, which is a powerhouse that merges the Samsung S series and the Note series with the inclusion of the S Pen. We shall talk more about that. And what at the end of this video, what you shall know is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra worth it in 2025? Let's see, let's get into it. So now, let's start off with the design and build. The S22 Ultra is sleek and elegant. It has squared off edges, just like the Note. It's more or less looked like the Note series. And then, of course, it has back and front, it has the Gorilla Glass, which gives you protection. Also, it has an aluminum frame all around it. All right. So that's the design of it, the build of it. And something else. It has an IP68 rating that is water and dust resistance. So water resistance, I think it's up to 1.5 meters for about 30 minutes. Now, disclaimer, sijui ni maji ya wapi, maji ya Kenya na ya majuu. So ukiweka kwa maji ya Kenya well, labda litest na maji ya majuu. But anyway, I haven't tested this on water. I will, trust you me, I will test it on water and we'll see, we'll test it on dust na tutacheki. So that video coming up very soon. But for now, that's the whole sleek design about it. The disadvantage about now this build is one, I think it's quite heavy. If you're looking for a phone that is a bit easy, this is not it for you. It's a bit heavy. I think online they say it weighs about 228 grams. So if you feel it is quite heavy, then something else. Now this is like a, for people wa color, mi kwangu hii ni maroon. Is this maroon? Okay, this is maroon what I am wearing. So whatever color this is, it's a dark color. But now the problem is, you see, when I hold it, I leave fingerprints on it. Now that's the disadvantage of it. You have to keep on wiping, even front and back. You have to keep on wiping because it leaves your fingerprints on it. And then maybe another disadvantage of the build before we leave the design. It has a curved screen. So if you have used phones with curved screen, you know, one of the major disadvantages is touching, pressing, those accidental touches. Itapata imepigia ex wako na imemwambia venye umemiss. Now that's the problem. But anyway, it's still a sleek design. Then again, why do you have your ex's number saved? Okay, let's continue. So now, let's talk about the display. Forget about the X. Let's talk about the display. It has one of the best displays. Now, the display on Samsung S22 Ultra, the screen is 6.8. It's a dynamic AMOLED 2x QHD resolution. Now, it's a QHD plus resolution. Now, that is basically, in layman's, let me put it, it's a 2K resolution. Slightly below 4K, not fully 4K, but way above 2K resolution. So that is 3088 by 1444. So that's the screen. So and then as you can see, the display on it is quite amazing. So even if you're watching videos, you're playing games, it gives you that crisp look. Second thing about the display, amazing, it has a 120 Hz refresh rate. Now, put into perspective the refresh rate. You see the way you move the phone around, you see the way it's moving, it's refreshing very fast. There's some phones, by the time you click messages, it hangs. By the time it goes on it, it takes time to refresh. That's what we're talking about. So the refresher gives it the smooth and efficient flow. So whether you are watching videos, you're playing games, it gives you all that in a very, very smooth rate. All right? Set una text mtu saa hii and then it hangs, you forget about it, then you remember, oh, I was supposed to text somebody. No. It gives you all that. And then another thing about the display is the brightness. It has a peak brightness of 1750 nits. So even if it's jua imekuchoma vizuri, you'll still be able to go use your phone in the outside environment, whether it's bright or not, whether it's very bright, you'll still be able to use your phone without struggling to look at the screen. All right. Then it has a HDR10 support, which means the deeper the contrast and the colors. Yani, now this, let me put it this way. Contrast is blacks are blacks, white are whites. All right. So there's what we call HDR. HDR means high dynamic range. That means it's able to pick the darker areas and the brighter areas, merge them together and give you one of the best images that you have seen. So it has the ability to do that, which offers amazing colors. All right. So you will see that once you test the cameras. Also, you can see that when you're watching a movie or you're watching a video on your phone or you're playing a game on your phone, the colors will be as they are. All right. So you won't see maroon as pink or black as white. Okay, you can't see black as white. But now it's also good for you to be able to see the red flags on your boyfriend. Well, okay. They won't look pink. Okay, now. We good? Okay. Before we leave the display, let's talk about the S Pen. So this is one of the major changes that the S22 Ultra came with. This pen. So previously, as I mentioned before, the S Pen was in the Note series. From all the Galaxy Notes, it had the S Pen. So basically, you're able now to control, write anything with it, sketch an image, and work, and then use it in anything that you want to. As you can see, I'm able to use it in anything, do anything that I want. And then the good thing about this, it has a 2.8 millisecond latency. That means, it's fast. This is one of the best features. You can be in a meeting, people are struggling to write with their notebooks and all that, but you are here with your phone, just writing, having not miss anything. And you look elegant, using the S Pen and all that. So this is one of the best things that S22 Ultra came with. Highly recommended. I've visited so many times, man. This pen. I've had previous Notes. So I've visited on the Note. The first time using it on S22, the S series. So it's one of the amazing features that Samsung came with the S22. They have still maintained it even in the other models. As you all know, they killed the Note. Man. After Note 20, there was no other Note. Yep. So here we are. We miss you, Note. It's been a long day without you, my Note. I still have my Note 4 and my Note 10. And also have my S. Let's keep moving. So, that's all about the display on the Samsung S22 Ultra. So it has maintained all those things. Other than the curvy touches, as I mentioned earlier, you can find yourself calling nothing. But that's the best thing that you have done. So then again, if you have the S21 in terms of the display, not so much change, more or less similar. But we have seen the features that this has included, better than the S21. All right. So now we move to its performance. How does this phone perform? Performance. This is where everything lies. So the processor, it has a Snapdragon 8 Generation 1. So this is mostly in the US, Korea, Japan, China, all those countries, which has a powerful and smooth gaming series and all that. In some countries, especially in Europe, they have, what is this called? The Exynos 2200 actually, Exynos 2200, which is more or less, doesn't perform that better, and the phone overheats. So if you're getting the S22 Ultra, make sure you get the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. That's the best processor on this phone. Now, the main advantage of that is it comes with a good 8 GB RAM, 12 GB RAM. And then just a storage up from 128 GB all the way to 1 terabyte. So, this phone is fast, man. This phone is faster than some of your laptops. Oh, okay, sorry. But some of you own machines that are 4 GB RAM. This is 8 GB RAM, 12 GB. So it gives you excellent multitasking. You can do a lot of things with this phone. You can play games with it. You can chat. Have heavy apps like M-Pesa if it has money. Oh, sorry, you don't have M-Pesa app. It's okay. You don't have. Okay, sorry. Have heavy apps that can control a lot. The reason I use the M-Pesa app, a review on it coming very soon, which is going to be amazing. So now, that's the best thing about this performance of this phone. So with performance, the next question is, how is the battery life? Well, it has a 5000 mAh battery, which is big enough for a full day, but then again, the performance of the phone really determines how you use the phone really determines whether it's good for full day or not. But the 5000 mAh battery, that's big enough. It has a 45 watts wired charging system, It's better than the 25 watts, but it's still slow. You know, the previous ones had the 25 watts charging system, but it's still slow, but faster than its competitors. Although slow actually, because most of the competitors in this edge is the OnePlus 10 Pro, the Xiaomi, and all that, and most of them they have over 85 watts chargers. So that's the disadvantage of it. Its wireless charging system is 15 watts, and it has a reverse wireless charging of 4.5 watts. So basically, you can charge other phones with your phone. That's what reverse wireless charging means. But it has to be wirelessly, so you combine, it charges. But now the charging system and the battery life. Now that's where the challenge comes in. The battery life is good. The 5000 mAh battery is quite good. But now when it comes to charging, a 45 watts charger, yo, Samsung, yo. And they still have maintained the 45 watts, even with the subsequent phones that have fallen. But yo, we shall get there when you're reviewing that. So that's the main challenge. So, and also this is a Snapdragon 8, so it keeps a bit of charge. It's quite efficient. I haven't used any of the Exynos 2200. I haven't used any of those, so I can't talk about them. But yeah, that's it. So the battery life, it's decent, but not the best. We can get better than that. And you'll see with the subsequent models. So, but we're talking about the current rate. All right, let's go. So the charging speed, now that's where the problem is. Okay, we're talking about the battery. We've talked about the battery. Now the charging speed. As I mentioned, it's 45 watts wired charger, 15 watts wirelessly. Yo, it can be better, man. It can be better. It takes approximately about an hour and a half. Right now, I charged it about an hour and a half to be full. From 0 to 100 takes about an hour and a half to be full. While others are taking about 30 minutes. Yo! Well, it's okay. And if you buy the new Samsung S22 Ultra, Samsung decided to do that thing. Charger is not included. Yeah. So you have to buy your own charger. So now, another good thing about this, actually the main good thing about the Samsung S22 Ultra is the cameras. How many cameras does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cameras on the S22 Ultra. So main camera is the 108 megapixels. That's the main wide camera. Great sharp images and also good, not so good, but on night mode it's amazing. Then it has an ultra wide camera that's a 12 megapixels. It has a telephoto, that's a 3 times optical zoom camera, it's 10 megapixels. It has a periscope camera, 10 times 10 megapixels, not 10 times, 10 megapixels. And then it has a selfie camera which is 40 megapixels. So you get impressive zoom on it. You have sharp images. It gathers good details on the photos. Now, as you can see, these are the images that we took of with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Look at how the sharp images. Look at the colors of the images. Look at how amazing it captures. If it's the greens, if you're doing it around the greenery area, it gives you good images. If you're in the city, it gives you good images. If you're taking a selfie, yo, look at me there, yay! You see, great amazing selfies with friends. Also, it has an auto detect which detects if it's a group or it's one person. So if it's a group, it goes wider. If it's one person, it gives you a good clean image. On the video, the camera can record about 8K or 24 frames per second. And it also has a very super steady 4K camera. 4K video is giving you the best in light and in low light. All right. So one of the disadvantages I saw is when you zoom. So now this is it. When you zoom, you have to be very steady. Either you're on a tripod or on a gimbal so that you can be able to get clean image. At 30 times, well, you're getting some images there. But if you go beyond that, not so much. Not so much clear. Then the other thing is it's ultra wide. In low light, it's not as clear. It has a lot of grains. So the image is not as clear as that. But then again, well, so far, for its competition range and all that, still one of the best cameras in phones from 2022 till then. It's been 3 years now, so it's still one of the best, still has one of the best cameras. So the S22, at launch, it came with the One UI 4.1, that's Android 12. Right now it's upgradable up to Android 14 plus. So this one has it has software update. It has Android 14. That's the current software that it has. The one that I'm holding on my hand. It comes with 4 years of OS updates and up to 5 years of security updates. That's with the Samsung. Newer phones are coming up with longer years of security updates and all that. Well, Samsung could have given it more life, but yeah, it's business. So, and then also comes the UI and its customization. It's amazing with multitasking. It has DEX, what we call Dex mode, split screen, and S Pen tools. So it has amazing features. The desk mode is how I can explain the Dex mode is how you can connect your phone to a screen and use it as a PC or a desktop. So you can be able to use it, connect it to your screen. You either use a screen, maybe even a laptop. You can use your phone on your laptop or on any display method that you have, and then use it as so you can have your phone separate and then also using your phone on the screen. If it's playing a game, if it's using it as a computer, basically that's it. So it has the DX mode, quite amazing. Started with the S series way back. From the S10s they had it, I think even the S9s they had it. So it's quite an amazing feature with the Samsung phones, and that's one of the best things about it. So still comes fully packaged in terms of the software update. So you can still get it. So you're still getting to the. Hope you're getting your question answered whether it's still a viable phone in 2025, the S22 Ultra. So we'll keep talking about it. We'll see. So on to the next one. So let's talk about the sound system of the S22 Ultra and the setup. So the S22 Ultra comes with the stereo speakers, one at the bottom, one at the top. The top one also acts as the earpiece when you're speaking on phone. Then it has a Dolby Atmos support, enhances sound clarity and the depth for movies, music, and gaming. And now the sound of it is tuned by AKG. So AKG is one of the best sound companies with earphones and all that. So it's optimized for better performance, balance, and clarity. So the good things about it, let's play something in here. So you can hear the sound.
Napata kona furai ni morio wangu fulani brother ulipotelea wapi tulionana zamani mimi niko high sifa na mpatungai ulinzi ameniwai amenitunza kayai bro nasikia wewe ni msanii sona madona maganja sukami vitu washengwa.
So you can hear the clarity of the sound is good. It's loud. It's good it can fill a small room. You can hear in a room. You can play something and people can hear. And also the clarity is amazing. It has great mids and highs, and for the vocals and dialogue. So basically, you can hear a conversation, you can hear music. It has a good bass. It's decent, but then it lacks that punch. So it doesn't have that heavy punch on it. Of course, as I mentioned, it has the Dolby Atmos effect and all that. The gaming audio is amazing also, as you can hear. Then the connectivity is a Bluetooth audio, so you can connect it on a Bluetooth speaker, Bluetooth earphones. It has amazing Bluetooth. It's a 5.2 Bluetooth system, which is amazing. Then also, but now the disadvantage thing, if you want to listen with earphones, it doesn't have any 3.5 mm jack. So it's either you use 3.5 mm to Type-C cable, the converter, or use Bluetooth. There's no in between, so that's But no, most of these phones, they don't come with any 3.5 jack. So yeah, that's more about the sound. It has good sound, so you can watch movies well at it, play music well at it, listen to conversations well at it. Good when you're even talking on phone. It's amazing. So yeah. So now let's talk about the connectivity of the S22 Ultra. The connectivity is top tier, amazing, elegante, top tier. Okay, I'm just using the word top tier. So it has a top tier connectivity with 5G, Wi-Fi 6E, and also it has the Bluetooth 5.2. It has a reliable GPS and NFC support, and then, as I mentioned earlier, the Samsung DEX and all wireless accessories that comes with Samsung. Now let's go into the detail about the connectivity. So the main connectivity, it has the 5G support, it has 4G, and then it has dual SIM. That's one, it's a physical SIM plus an eSIM. So the physical SIM, that means you can have two numbers simultaneously. One of the best things about the Samsung S22 Ultra is just the global compatibility. Basically, it works in most of the countries. There are phones that you have, if you bought it for African market, when you go to the US, it won't work. If you bought it in America, when you come to Africa, in Kenya, it won't work. So Samsung S22 has that global compatibility. Then, so the Wi-Fi performance of this phone is amazing. The Wi-Fi on its own is a Wi-Fi 6E, which means faster speeds and less congestion. Then it has a strong and stable connection, even in crowded areas. You still have internet, you still have your network. And it has a Wi-Fi Direct. Wi-Fi Direct means it's a quick file sharing without any internet connection. So basically, you can be connected to a Wi-Fi, but there's no internet, but you can be able to share files to any other device which is connected to that Wi-Fi. All right. So that's about it. Then about the Bluetooth, as I mentioned, it's a 5.2. Supports all audio codecs, most of them generally, and then it has a range and stability of 10 meters, but it's very strong. What else? GPS and navigation, of course, it has. So let's talk about also on the connectivity. It has the USB and the wired connectivity. Now, it has a USB-C type. So in terms of connecting, charging, 3.2 is fast and transfer data very fast. Then again, the Samsung DeX, Samsung DeX, you can use it both wired and wirelessly. Then the video output. Now, this is another good advantage. You can connect a USB-C to HDMI. And you can view your videos on a laptop, on a computer, or anywhere. So you can use this even as a camera. For those who go live, you can set it, use a USB-C to HDMI cable to a computer, and you stream. All right. So for those who even go live stream, for the live streamers, you can use the S22 Ultra as a camera. Go set it somewhere, USB-C Type-C via HDMI, and voila, you have an extra camera, whichever live you're going. So amazing. You don't have to buy those expensive phones, although these expensive than some of your cameras. Yeah. So talking about the pricing of the S22 Ultra. So in Kenya, you can get it refurbished or new. Refurbished based on the size, whether it's 8GB RAM, 256 or 128, or 512GB or 1TB. The pricing starts from 78,000 and above, depending on the specs that you want on the phone. That's the range. That's on a refurbished. On a brand new one, well, slightly over 100,000, you can get a brand new one, S22 Ultra. But it's more or less, it's more of company refurbished, basically. But that's the price range. Now, the question is Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra still viable? Still the phone to get? Still a good phone in 2025? Well, I think by now you have your answer. But before we continue any further now, let's do the Avometer. Let's know about the good features of this phone and how much it rates. And that will give us the answer whether it's good or not for S22 Ultra. This episode is brought to you by Sleek Gadgets, sleekgadgets.ke. Visit them for any phone that you want, any gadget that you want. They're at Yala Towers, ground floor G3. Call them on these numbers on the screen. Order your phone. This phone is one of them. They have given us this phone. It's an amazing phone. It's a Galaxy S22 Ultra, which is a good phone that you're seeing, that you have watched this video, and they'll give you the best deals. You can get any kind of phone that you want at Sleek Gadgets, whether it's an iPhone, a Samsung, a OnePlus, a Tecno, an Infinix, an Itel. So you can get any kind of phone that you want at sleekgadgets.ke. Visit them, visit the website, order your phone, visit them on Yala Towers, ground floor G3. Get any phone, whether it's the Samsung S22 Ultra, whether it's the iPhone, any kind of iPhone, any kind of Samsung, all new and refurbished, OnePlus, Tecno, Vivo, Infinix, name them. All kind of phones. You'll get them at Sleek Gadgets. Visit them today or order online. Yo, call these numbers on the screen. You get the best deals. You get the Avotech deal, all right? So just call them and say, yo, I've been referred to you by Avotech. Give me the best deals, and yo, you shall get an amazing discount on your next phone. So now it's time for the Avometer. Now, we have talked about different things. So let's start with the first ones. The design and build. Avometer. An 8. Yo, well, still amazing. 8 is good. 8 is good. 8 is good. Then let's go on the display. It has one of the amazing displays. So Avometer, let's go. Damn, 9.1. Okay. Well, still arguably the best display in 2022 and still top tier in 2025. That's in the display of the S22 Ultra. So next up is the performance of the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Avometer, what say ye? Damn, an 8. Okay. It's okay. Then on the cameras, now here Samsung will shine here. Avometer, what say ye? I knew it. It's a 9. I knew it. It could be a 10, but anyway, you shake a lot, but anyway. It's okay. Then we go to the battery life now. Avometer, what say you? Damn, I knew it. 6.5. The battery and the charging speed 6.5. Yeah. Because 45. Come on. Let's go to the software updates. Software and updates of the Samsung Galaxy S25. It gives you, as mentioned earlier, 5 years security updates and all. So, Avometer, 7.5. Okay. Still solid, but newer models have a longer software support, so it's okay. Speaker system and sound setup. The speaker and sound setup. Clean 8.5. Well, thank you. Let's talk about the connectivity of the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. It's a 9. It's a 9. Yeah, it's has an amazing connectivity. We want to talk about the pricing now. Where does it change in the pricing? $7.5. Well, it's cheaper now compared to when it first launched. That's good, but it's still a powerful flagship phone in 2025. So 7.5, that's good. So it means you can get a cheaper phone with many updates, with many features that you can see. So it's basically the final verdict. It's a good value. It's still good value in 2025. The others offer, other than just long-term support of the, actually the other difference is just the long-term support of the softwares and all that, and the Galaxy AI, which was launched on the newer versions, which we'll talk about later. So the overall score, Avometer, let's see, is Samsung S22 Ultra worth it in 2025? Boom! A clean 8.5 out of 10. Overall performance, Avometer gives it an 8.5. Amazing. Now the question we asked, should you buy the 2025? Should you buy the S22 Ultra in 2025? Now, yes, if you find a great deal, discounted, used in used condition more than new or used, but the rate is discounted. No, if you want the latest software and battery life, consider newer models. The S22 Ultra, S24, S25. Fun fact of the week about avocados. Do you know what someone who can't get enough avocados is called? Avocadoholic. I am an avocadoholic, and we don't need AA meetings. Yeah, good. Are you an avocadoholic? Avoholic? Avocadoholic? Avocadoholic? Thank you very much, because me is an avocadoholic. I'm addicted to avocados. I think I need to eat an avocado. I need an avocado now! Thank you for watching our tech show. Thank you. My name is Bitesteps. I've been your host. We talked about the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra today. Tell me more about it on the comments. If you have used it, if you still have it, tell me about it on the comment section. We really appreciate. Let's grow. Until the next one on Avatech, be an avocadoholic. Eat avocados. This is Avatech Show.